People have been keeping eye on my channel for a while know that I do OMAD fast, which means that I eat only 1 time per day. Now I'm going to cook my OMAD fast breaking meal here. I fast more than 20 hours, eat once. I eat less than 10 grams of sugar when I do eat. So I stay about 10 grams of sugar per day. Here we go. Start to cook my OMAD fast breaking meal. Found a good spot for me. Start with the rice. Avoid the meal prep by making my beans. I ran out of protein powder, so it's too fast. And important supplements in my OMAD meals are typically tripartite, 3-part, which means the meal prep also. The meal prep is also 3-part, tripartite. So my OMAD meals consist of 3 parts: the main course, cooked food, post-meal also supplements, and then the super shake. Or as of now, where I ran out of protein powder, it's not really a super shake, it's a drink. So I have concluded 2 out of 3 parts of the meal prep for my OMAD fast breaking meal. I've been fasting more than 20 hours now. I've loaded up the gram post-meal also supplements and made the green drink, which has chlorella and spirulina in it. I'll continue to rice now. I thought I would use this cold water. Rice can have trace amount of moisture, white bean sauces of the rice. I start with cold water, then I go to warm water. The reason most people don't like that because when it's lack of discipline, and why most Christian men are weak is because lack of discipline. They eat a high sugar diet, they watch porn. I don't watch porn. I eat a low sugar diet, I eat once per day, fast 20 hours. The reason most men don't and they're not in as good shape as I am because they're actually masculinity, character masculinity, and mental softness, yes, physical softness. If you're, there's a lot of Christian pastors that there's a red flag, fat pastors. The sugar addicts, the food addicts, lovers of pleasures, more lovers of God. See, lovers of pleasure, love of sugar, like to eat because it gives them pleasure to eat. That's why most people eat so much. Because it gives them pleasure to eat. A lot of Christian pastors, like a pad, like a lot of them are fat and soft. Because lovers of pleasures, it gives them pleasure to eat, so they eat. They don't want to fast. Sugar is a drug, it's addictive, it's toxic, and it lowers men's testosterone. So me, I eat less than 10 grams of sugar per day and I fast 20 plus hours. I fast 20 hours per day. I've been doing this for 5 years, 5 plus years. You don't 1 time per day, fast more than 20 hours per day, eat less than 10 grams of sugar per day. So, a lot of people don't like that, and they like to imagine it's like, oh no, Mike is doing things I'm not doing. He's ripped with a 6-pack and he's fasted 20 hours. His character superior. He's got more discipline. Yeah, where's your soft lazy? A lot of Christians out there. You haven't got to provide overcome watching porn. I don't even masturbate once a week without looking at porn. The average Christian man masturbates to porn at least once a week. I haven't watched porn once for more than 6 months. And I don't even play with myself once a week without looking at porn. Because I'm a man of discipline, my flesh is subjection. I don't live for pleasure. So, the average Christian man is a porn addict and a sugar addict. And a lot of people talk about how I don't watch porn and how I fast 2 hours per day, low sugar diet. They like to think that it's like, oh, you imagine it's gotta be miserable. No, I'm happy than most people. If I look at myself and other people on YouTube, they come off as depressed, most people. Because they lack joy. Okay, so despite not drinking, fasting all day, eating low sugar diet, eating kind of plain boring food, it's I don't go around being miserable. It's like, oh, I'm thinking because I've overcome that. So after quitting porn, I don't go around like lusting and thinking about porn all the time. And it's like I'm holding myself back and I'm miserable. Like I feel just like I don't feel hungry all the time when I fast. It's easy. I don't walk around, oh, I'm hungry, I'm holding myself back, I hate it, I'm hungry. No, smooth sailing. It's easy. So some things take effort to get into and hard to get into. Once you get into it, staying into it is easy. So it's not hard for me to not watch porn, it's not hard for me to not eat it. It's easy. Okay. I got this miniature cooking pot, very cute, from Tima. It is small. Just big enough for 1 egg and barely big enough for 1 hamburger. But that's not what I'm going to use today. I'm going to use the bigger pot. She's hemma, she har gjort det lätt så där så det måste också deras testosteron. I get ready for regular fasting. They OMAD. Loneliest time, so lonely. You may be rough going, just to do your thing, so hard to sing. Yeah, so you bump onto that. Let's take that to the and then let's say it's a lot of not salt like that. I like my cooking fast like my wife. And thanks God. God bless me with a wonderful, lovely wife. I've seen a lot of guys get jealous of that too. There's so many things going on. So they have to set up for the average American Western female who's ugly and has a low sport count. Okay. Whereas it's like, yeah, you can only attract to your level, a little bit above. So the reason you can attract high-status females who want is because you're not attractive enough, not handsome enough, not small enough, you don't have a personality. So if you want to attract better, you have to become better. So anyway, thank God for blessing me with my wife. A lovely, wonderful wife, chaste. She, when I met her, I'm the first man, and we're married. And she's beautiful, feminine, and lovely. So thank God. So that's coconut oil. Now, beans and tomato sauce. Now actually today I'm gonna have a hamburger. The average Western female is repulsive to me, not attractive. I have high standards. The high value, high sex athlete, you don't have to set up an average Western female. High masculine, high there's a problem with the average Western female the average woman. Now the average woman and man are not that attractive physically, but they're ugly. Most people are ugly and mediocre. You understand? So if you're ugly, it's hard to get a beautiful. And it seems to be to make yourself less satisfied, but to make yourself less repulsive. So anyway, there's a problem with the average Western male and female is more masculine and feminine. The average man is effeminate, the opposite of masculine, the opposite of man, but the average man is effeminate, and the average female is masculine, just by design. So I'm a masculine man, I'm an alpha, and I can be a man to go for feminine sisters, betas, and I'm attracted to femininity, so I'm glad I could find a feminine woman and married. So the average Swedish American woman cannot be that attractive. They talk about this like the average woman is not that attractive. Physically, it's like, no, the personality is not attractive. They're hyper masculine, they have a high body count. And the average guy. So the last two relationships I've been in, the woman I was the first man. So you can stand it, but I'm not a feminine woman who's not a hood, okay? And sometimes they're all about to in a relationship with a woman who's feminine and like that. So yeah, women should be praised really if they make it to 25 with sleep around it. That's a good thing. Awesome. So anyway, I didn't have to set up for the average Western female who's hyper-masculine with a high body count. So thank God for helping me find out a good wife. You fell in love with me, I fell in love with her. And we're still in love. We fall in love with each other over and over again. Sometimes I have to tell people, why you have to make me fall in love with you? I call it every morning. You go break my 80 little heart again. Oh, it's breaking my heart. Oh, my day go breaking my little 80 heart again. Oh, it's my heart is breaking. Oh, this heart is breaking more. I'm so thirsty, baby. It is the point. It's like my heart is breaking continually. Okay, so let's go breaking the heart. Turn around, rise. It's no limit for the time, and I need you more tonight. Yeah, for the time I was about to see my voice, guys. At this point, I love my wife. She's a great woman, lovely, and that's my advice to people. Don't settle. A lot of people have low standards and they're too weak to live alone, see. So after my previous relationship ended, I had a long-term relationship with a Chinese woman, and we lived together. We were together for like 18 years and living together. And that relationship ended. And I was single after that for many years and not looking to hook up with anybody. I was content being single and strong enough to where it's like a lot of people, they're too weak, see. I've been living like alone like a hermit. It's not just not trying to hook up or dating, but it's like period, not like having a lot of friends that it's just being a hermit. A lot of people are too weak to go through that. To live alone and be like a hermit, doesn't have friends, doesn't have a girlfriend. See? And then on top of that being persecuted at the same time. See? Not having other Christians to difference. That takes strength. So anyway, you need the strength to stay alone to be able to have high standards, see? So you don't settle for breadcrumbs. So what you pay for is with patience. So you have to be strong enough. Like if you have high standards, you don't want to settle with just anybody. Well, you have a standards like if I'm going to get a relationship with a woman, it needs to be like this, up to par. It needs to be like this. And there's like someone comes along that's not that you have patience to wait on the sun. You don't get into a relationship or something you're not going to spend the rest of your life with. So I had high standards, and this guy I was able to make a wife. So yeah, got some birth. Yeah, so a problem now is people are weak, which means they settle. They're too weak to stay alone, and they're not attracted now, they attract quality. So they just jump into a relationship because they can't stand being alone. They're too weak. Well, high standards will protect you. One of the most important things for a person, man or woman, is who you choose as a partner. That's one of the most important things. So you shouldn't get into relationships with people willy-nilly if you don't want to marry them. The right way to be is to remain single. And if you're going to get in a relationship, it's for life, see, for marriage, not dating, not hooking up, not one night stands. And the pattern is you should pick somebody who's a good match. See? So the right way to be is not to jump around and sleep around and have a girlfriend, another one. The right pattern is to wait for the right one, find a wife, marry one. Okay. So a lot of people get in trouble because they want to have high standards. If they have high standards, they're too high because you have to be attractive to attractive. So they get into a relationship with somebody. Yeah, me, we are a power couple. is the rice. Okay, turn off the heat. Burger patty. But a lot of men have to set up for some like hype on the tractors, hyper masculine aspect of people. Some butch person is that hyper masculine. And I see a lot of pastors, it's like they have pictures of their wives, it's like a lot of them are ugly. And they have groups of these people. So it's always together. It's like hyper masculine, ugly women who most likely have a high body count. They have to set up for a who. I wouldn't be surprised if it was wife had at least 3 PPs inside of her JJ before they got married. See, it's like they had to settle for somebody. A lot of women are in America have a US body count in Sweden, where in their 30s they've had the same like 3+ sexual partners, which will be unique to subcategory of humanity. In the 1800s, prostitutes, like only prostitutes would have like 3+. You understand? Like the average thing in the 1800s or 1600s would have no, like it would be quite common to be a virgin when they got married. Whereas now, and it's like people that were prostitutes back then, night walkers might have 3+. Whereas now that's the norm. So the average Christian pastor married a wife that had several romantic partners before that. And it's ugly. I know because some of them have Facebook pages so you can see their women. But yeah, thank God I didn't have to set up for some hyper masculine, manly energy woman with a high body count. Like you get a beautiful, attractive, beautiful woman. That makes a lot of people jealous. Yeah, I am that. So I said, oh Mike, I'm jealous of you because you have like an 80+ woman who's beautiful and feminine and doesn't have high body count. So I want to devalue this like a narcissist. Oh, Mike has this value and it's like pre-selection. It's like it says something about Mike's value and I'm looking to do that, Mike. That he can attract a high value woman who's attracted to him. So, I need to be it's just looking for the green card or for the money, like racist stereotype because it comes from Asian country Thailand. People go, oh well it's just looking for the money or something like this. They understand. It's like a racist stereotype. Which is not true. It's like, maybe the reason that a woman falls in love with Mike is because he's ripped, handsome with a six-pack and more attractive than 90% of men. Okay, maybe that's why he can get attractive women to fall in love with her. Understand? So, I don't have the relationship where we fell in love with people. Like, she's in love with me, understand? And we don't have a relationship where she's looking for money. And his thing, like people are here is not rational. If she was looking for a green card or a sugar daddy, why would she pick a handsome ripped alpha giga with a six-pack with some disability and kind of poor when she could easily, a person her caliber, attract one of these guys who's back from this like middle-aged with a mortgage and a villa in a car, he could fly over next week. That's what she was looking for. See? Whereas now she's been waiting 5 years to meet me. So yeah, I understand there's a lot of people are envious. But that's another thing to be envious of. See? Oh my, you can attract a beautiful woman who's feminine. I have to look for some butch, average Swedish or American woman who's hyper masculine, has a high body, a masculine personality. So anyway. Yeah, anyway, thank God I found love. I found a wife. And I live. Now continue. You get this thing. Vanilla, white meat flavor. And now comes the real deal. This is Scorpion Tabasco. Scorpion, seriously hot, and it's not joking. It's not false advertisement, it's seriously hot. Just 1 or 2 drops. It's a lot of heat. Chili and cayenne strength is measured in SHU, acronym for Scoville heat units. So the harder the chili, the higher the SHU number, SHU. And the higher the SHU number, the harder the chili, the more capsaicin. So capsaicin is the natural anti-inflammatory antioxidant, which is responsible for the heat in the chili. So, and this is somewhat buffered by dilutation and by the tomato sauce and some family stuff. So today's OMAD meal being cooked. My OMAD meals are 3-part tripartite. There's a super shake, a grand post-meal dose of supplements, and the main course is food, cooked meal, a hot meal typically, a post-meal dose of supplements, and a super shake. Now I ran out of protein powder, so I'll call it the super shake. Now it's a green drink. So 2/3 of the meal prep is finished, and 2/3 of this part of the meal prep is finished. Here's the greens powder. Here's the greens drink. What is this? Vitamin C, chlorella spirulina powder, coconut milk, and probiotics. And here's the grand post-meal dose of supplements. Here comes the sun, little darling. Black pepper. I ran out of turmeric and ginger. I would have added that too. This is black pepper. This is Himalayan pink salt. There you go. Next, all in all, yes, if you're a young man, my advice is don't be a porn addict. Remain single until you find a wife. You can get married. Basically, don't sleep around is my advice. I learned the hard way. I was dating and jumping from a girl to girl for a while as a younger man, and that's not good for you. My previous relationship ended right after the gang stalking started, like right around the same time that it started. So the program worked to destroy my relationship and succeed. So, now this one, what's that? I've changed things, It's a new game, the game has changed. New game. But the game has changed. New game. So I put some olive oil in there. Yeah, so thank God for my lovely wife. She's wonderful. A Christian, beautiful, lovely, And she loves me. It's quite a lot of cocoa milk. This will thicken. This is some water that coconut milk will evaporate. Splash table. It's like a pattern. A lot of pets are soft, ugly, sickly looking. And they're sugar addicts. Lovers of pleasurable, lovers of God, a lot are probably washing prone too. Because if you see a man who's fat, a pastor, that shows that his love of pleasures and he doesn't pretty flesh and subjection is gluttonous. Then most likely the same person is watching porn and deal with other lusts of the flesh being a slave to them. Me, I don't watch porn. I don't watch porn once for 6 months. I don't even play with myself once a week without looking at porn. I don't make faithful to my wife. There's a lot of Christian pastors that have a wife that still watch porn despite having a wife doing it. That's how despicable, disgusting it is. The average Christian pastor's love of pleasure is more than love of God. That's why they eat so much in the high sugar diet. Because it's food drugs in. They live to the sugar. Gives them pleasure. So they overeat. Because loves of pleasure more than God. I'm not joking, that's a red flag. If you have passed the Bible teaching they're fat, that's a red flag. This Jesse Martinez Bible line, sycophant to the north is wet in Cornwall. Here's a good example, prime example of fat, soft, sickly looking. Just looks weak, sick, morbid. That shows something about his characters in the inverse. I see this all the time in alpha male circles, like post hashtags on Instagram and stuff. It's like a fit physique is the greatest status symbol because it's something money can't buy. It says something about their character, discipline, and masculinity. See, in the inverse, somebody's fat and pastor, fat and soft and sick looking. That says something about their character. That they're undisciplined, they're lovers of pleasures. They don't put the flesh in subjection. They're not willing to endure hardness. They're not doing like these people apparently need more than I do. Jesse Martinez and these other fat pastors, Andy Woods, Dennis Rocks, all these people. It's like if anybody needs to do OMAD fasting, fast on us related, they look like they might need it too. They look like they might need to do training frequently, exercising. They look like they have to cut down the sugar, see. But not doing it because it's hard and they look like they feel good, so. That was the pleasures. I don't live for pleasure. I live for meaning. And a lot of the most meaningful activities to engage in are the most uncomfortable ones. But I do believe I have more joy and happiness in my life than the average person, despite being told that there's low income and everything else. I do believe I have, the average Christian comes across as depressed to me. I don't see the same amount of joy, like true happiness and joy in their life. Like the average Christian comes across unhappy and miserable. Okay. Turn off the heat. Let it cool down a little bit. Yeah, so Andy Woods and his wife are ugly. They're not like heretics and sell out pastors. Andy Woods is a sellout deep state puppet that's targeting this gangster with no systems. He's only sellout puppet. Deep state puppets, they're really such a sellout. But he's also ugly. Really ugly. His wife too. Won't be surprised when they're beautiful on the top of the island. Beautiful. So it's like you fit well together. Two ugly people that like beauty. I usually watch the show The Bold and Beautiful. I used to. And it would seem inferior to me every way. Ugly, dumb, and low IQ, mostly Bible-less. His personality is weaker. She's across the board inferior. No wonder I make this narcissistic dirtbag. Have narcissistic injuries and feel envious and have this like toxic competitiveness. And that can cause. It's like corporatism. There is one corporatism. But the deep state control a lot of pastors. And it's like they pick people that are narcissistic. Like narcissistic pastors. So, beautiful. The beautiful. Oui. I'm not here to make fancy egg on the chat most of the time. I know the chat is unnecessarily eager. There you go, I'm gonna end this video. And the next video will be eating my work. And before starting, I see my record is short. So, there the video.